All right, what's going on, friends? In this video, I'm going to be replacing these wheel bushings on this Husqvarna. I noticed when I was greasing these up that this wheel is really tight. Like if you go to shake it, and I'll show you over here, this wheel is not tight. It just seems a lot looser. And I've already taken these wheels off once. I put them back on because I had to order the parts, but the inner bushing in this is just a metal bushing, so it's a metal bushing riding on like the metal axle here. Not sure what you really call that. If that's really wore out, you can actually order a whole nother part for that too, but so it's metal on metal, so which is definitely a real good reason that you should be greasing these. Even if you do grease these, sometimes the grease seems to only go on one side, so I ordered a kit. It's going to be just ball bearings. I'm going to have 2 bearings on each tire up front. So the kit came with 4 bearings. I got these 2 and one's over on my workbench. And the kit did come with new little rubber covers and new washers and new clip rings too. I really probably don't need these clip rings, or maybe not even these washers. This should be pretty easy. I'll show you how to do it. Hopefully this will help your mower steer a lot easier, and you won't have to worry about your bushings wearing out. You shouldn't even have to worry about greasing them anymore. All right, these are some of the tools that I'm going to use. I end up using a set of pliers, just a flat tip screwdriver, and I end up using a 1 1/16 inch socket. You'll see in the video it could be even maybe a different socket. This is what I use to pound the bearings onto the wheel with. And you're going to need a hammer and some type of punch. I end up using this big chisel too to get out the old bushings. And you're going to want something to jack your tractor up with. All right, let me get this jacked up so I can get these off. You're just going to take your screwdriver, and there's this little clip ring here. Well, first, this tire was already missing one of these caps, so I have the rubber cap off. If you have this on there, you're going to have to pull that off. But you should be able to take this little clip ring, like that. Take that off. And it looks like there's 2 washers on there. No, I might reuse that because the kit came with one big washer and 2 small ones, so, and that tire should pull right off. There is another washer inside here. I think I'm going to take one of these new washers. Yeah, these new washers match up. I'm going to put one of them new ones in there so I don't forget. If you didn't grease your mower for a long time and this piece is all wore out, you can order a new one of these. If I can find one, I'll put one of these down in the description, at least for this Husqvarna. If you have a different mower, you might have to do some research. And these bearings right here are, I know that I seen when I ordered these would be good for a lot of the Craftsman mowers in the Husqvarna. If you have a different mower, you might have to do some research to see what kind of bearings you might need. Put it down in the comments if you think these same exact bearings that I have down in my description will work for another mower. All right, each tire has 2 bushings down in here. This is one bushing, and then there's one on the other side, and there's a little gap in between them down there inside the wheel where if you would grease this, that grease normally would go. So you're going to need some kind of punch and a hammer to tap them out. When you're tapping on that too, I would try to be careful you don't hit your Zerk fitting in case you would want to use that one of these days. Yeah, she's coming now. That's some of that old grease down in there. All right, now that's the old bushing. Found a big chisel that fit down in there. All right, once you get your old bushings out, now you're going to just take your bearings. They should fit in there if you got the right size. I'm going to take, like I have a 1/16 inch socket. You could probably use a 1-inch socket. Any socket you have, just so it hits just on this outer edge of this bearing. That's how I'm going to tap that in there. Just like that. Beautiful. Flip it over, tap the other one in. Just like that. Now I got 2 bearings in there. Now let's take this back over and put it on the mower, and I'm sure you can do the other one by yourself. The other wheel's done just the exact same way. All right, gonna take your tire, and it should slide right back over. I did have that one small washer on first. Your axle here, where you fill up your air, should be facing you. Then on the outside, remember there was two big washers. My kit only came with one new one, so I'm going to put one of these old ones on. Maybe the nicer looking one. And then I'll put the new washer on. And I guess you could put a small one on if you want. And just put your clip ring back on. Now I'm just going to use a set of pliers to put that clip ring on. Just like that. Put your cap back over it. Just like that. There. Good to go. Alright, that's it. That's how you change out your bushings and replace them with bearings. Thanks for watching. Please leave me a comment down below. Give this video a thumbs up. And hit that subscribe button to help support my channel. God bless and have a great summer.